I think a lot of people want to view God as something like on a bookshelf, like a book on a bookshelf. You could take it out when you need it. You could put it back when you don't need it. But he stays up on that shelf, out of sight, out of mind, until you need it. And it's only in those moments that you need it that all of a sudden you want to cry out, holy, holy, holy is God. God is all this, God is all that. And it's only in those moments you want to actually call out to his name and pretend that he's real and all this stuff, instead of actually taking every minute of every day to remember that he is there, he is real, and respect him as such. Like, there's so many things people, you want to pick and choose all this stuff out of the Bible, or not believe parts of the Bible, or like, I like this part but I don't like this part. I believe this part but I don't believe this part. I think I'm going to do this part but I don't think I'm going to do this part. Jesus said so many things in the in the Gospels that was so mind-blowing, of symbolism, parables, stories, just life in general, just comparisons, just so many things he came through telling us in so many words how we should conduct our lives in so many different situations. Like, he said you could do this, he said you should do this, he said you shouldn't do this, he said you should, and this is why you shouldn't do these things. And then Jesus walked around doing all these miracles and stuff. Jesus, like, making the blind people see, the deaf hear, the dead walk. I mean, all these things he did. And it's more often than not, people, they just want to keep God and Jesus at a face value. Like, yeah, he's there, holy is he, blah, blah, blah. But they don't truly believe the stuff that he said or what he did. Like, they don't believe in the power of miracles, or that miracles even exist. That there's such thing as healing, that there's such things as spiritual realms and demons, just so many things. People don't want to talk about everything and actually believe in everything. It's crazy to me. You have this entire book of 66 books that tells the most amazing story you could ever read. And it's full of so much hope and love and joy and miracles and restorations, and there's just so much stuff in the Bible, and people still, I don't understand. You can just pick little bits and want to believe it, and little bits and do it. I don't get it. Do you not believe what he said? Do you not? Do you not believe in the commandments that he gave us? And can you not understand what it means to follow those commandments? No, because then you get ridiculed. You actually want to go forth and actually do the right thing and follow God, and to the best to the best of your ability, because there ain't nobody perfect and there ain't nobody like Jesus. But you try your best to actually follow God and choking up and do the right thing. You get ridiculed. People don't understand you. People don't get it. Or you start talking about spiritual things, or seeing, or being able to understand things, or discernments, or miracles, or, you know, what would be considered the sci-fi parts of the Bible that are real, are completely freaking real, are real, just as real today as they were back then. I mean, he talks about it in absolute great magnitudes of all this weird crap that happened and he did and was able to do. And don't get me started on Daniel and Revelation and Isaiah and all this stuff that sounds absolutely crazy, but it's real, y'all. It's real because it's in the Bible. But yet when you start talking about this stuff, you're just labeled crazy. People just think you're some nut job crazy Bible thumper that doesn't make any sense. And people don't understand it. They just don't want to understand it. Or they don't understand why or how you try your absolute best to walk the walk you're supposed to and do the actual things that he tells you to do. As hard as it is. as hard as it is to do. There's so many things in his little playbook that he gave us of what we're supposed to do. And even in the hardest of situations, in the absolute hardest of situations, we are called to do specific things in specific ways, no matter what anybody thinks, no matter what everybody says, whatever the social norms are, whatever the religions are saying, or whatever the case. It doesn't matter. None of that trumps what he said to do. Therefore, you are called to do it. And you can usually always tell by the ones that don't actually believe in God or the Bible are the first ones waving their red and white flags saying, you shouldn't be doing this, or this isn't right, or this doesn't seem right. We don't understand this. We don't understand you. Why are you doing this? What just don't make any sense? God didn't do just all the naysayers, all the confusion, just the first ones to stand up and complain or not see things correctly. It blows my mind, because those people that puts God back on that little shelf. Oh, God's here when we need him. No, God's here when we want him. But when we don't want him, and we don't want him looking at us, and we don't want him looking at our hearts, we put him right back on that shelf. Put him right back in that box. We put him right back where he can stay over there. We're over here. And we don't have to worry about anything he's doing or anything we're doing, because God's back on that shelf. I can't play like that. And I don't understand that. Yeah, I mess up every day, and I make horrible mistakes every single day. But I know better now than what I did to actually go to him, hopefully immediately, when I make these mistakes, or even have a thought of these mistakes, or thought of something I'm going to think of, or whatever. Like, take this from me. I don't want this. This is not who I want to be. I'm not going to be that person I was. I'm not. I refuse to be that person I was. I want to keep him off the shelf and right here in the driver's seat. Jesus take the wheel, and he is right here. So I don't even want to think about doing the wrong things, or the awful things, or things that my fleshly self thinks should be okay, but it's not. You have to live a certain way. You have to think a certain way. And it's not a 1 day a week thing. It's not a 2 day a week thing. It's not a 3 day a week thing. It's an every single day thing. Regardless of how many people want to make fun of you for it, ridicule you for it, or question your faith or your sanity over it, because it doesn't matter. It really does. Does it really give two freaking craps what anybody else in this world thinks about you, or how you conduct yourself, or what you believe, or how hard you believe in Jesus, and what you do for Jesus, and how you don't do things of the world the way you used to? Does it matter? No. Does it matter? No. It matters what God knows, what's in your heart, and that is it. It is really that it. Keep God off the shelf. Keep God right here, and actually make the right choices to do the right thing. Because you're only given one life. One life. And that life could be gone like this. It could be gone minutes from now. It could be gone a year from now. You could be gone in 50 years. It doesn't matter what it is. But on that day you take that final breath, whatever you chose to do with what was left of your life after the day you decided to follow Jesus, and even before that, that's going to matter too, but that's another story. That day you decided to follow Jesus, and then every little thing's going to be accounted for. And it's going to be too late to worry about he said, she said, she should. All these things is not going to matter anymore. Or it just shouldn't matter in the moment. It doesn't. It really doesn't. What matters between you and God and your salvation, and what you do with it, and what he thinks of you, because it doesn't matter what anybody thinks about you in this world. It really doesn't. It don't. That's just the devil speaking. That's the devil trying to get between you and God. And don't let it work. Don't let it. Do not let it take God off the shelf. And right there. And do not let the devil have that foothold and that stronghold, because it's never worth it, because you never know when your last moment is up. God, right there. Don't take him out. Don't take him out, y'all. It's not worth it.